Hi, this is Tim Westergren. I'm the founder of Pandora, and I'm recording this video on Thursday morning because internet radio is in serious trouble and we need your help. We just found out yesterday that an appeal we had submitted for a stay in the new royalty rate hike was just denied by the Federal Appeals Court, which means that we're just days away from those rates going into effect. And if those rates do go into effect, which they do on Sunday, you're going to start seeing the end of internet radio. So if you're someone who enjoys internet radio and wants to see it survive, please take just a minute today to call your congresspersons and urge them to support the Internet Radio Equality Act. Not only by lending their name to it as a co-sponsor, but also urging them to bring it to a vote immediately. Because absent some form of congressional action, these rates will go into effect just a few days from now, and the results will be very dire. If you need information about your congressperson, you can visit the website www.savenetradio.org. All the information is there. All you need to do is type in your zip code and you'll be given the information on the offices and the contact information. I also want to take this opportunity to dispel a couple myths that have been floating around about this debate. The first one is this idea that the argument is about whether webcasters should or shouldn't pay licensing fees at all. That's not true. It's never been the argument. Webcasters, in fact, of all the forms of radio, satellite radio and FM radio, have paid by far the highest licensing fees. A satellite pays a fraction of these fees, and FM radio does not pay these fees at all. So web radio has always been, has always embraced the paying of royalties and has actually paid far higher royalties. The second myth is that the internet radio is somehow responsible for slumping CD sales. Again, that couldn't be farther from the truth. In fact, we've done some very exhaustive surveys of our listeners and found that about 40% of them are buying more music since they started using the service, and only 1% are buying less. So this radio, internet radio, is really a promotional, very promotional channel. Pandora, as an example, plays the music of about 40,000 artists, and some 35,000 of those artists are not getting played on any other form of radio, so it's really a valuable contribution. And I say that as a musician myself. Over half of the employees at Pandora are working musicians, and we've always been very dedicated to helping musicians and really feel this is a medium that needs to survive. So please, if you have a minute, call. I think this is a real watershed moment for everybody, for listeners, for musicians and webcasters alike. This is when we determine what kind of radio we want going forward. Do we want something that's broad and inclusive and caters to a huge variety of listening and includes an enormous catalog of musicians, or something far different? So again, please take a minute, visit the website www.savenetradio.org, call your congresspeople and ask them to support the Internet Radio Equality Act and ask them to bring it to a vote as soon as possible. And thanks again for the amazing support you've been showing us in the last few months.